We're celebrating everything Savannah and the locals who make this city special. 3, 2, 1, let's go. From a gallery overflowing with gratitude.
They're just like, oh, you made all of this? That is a really, really special moment.
And baking for a bright future.
If you impact the life of one person, and life is gonna be better for all of us.
To the greatest show in all of baseball.
It was a dream come true. I didn't know what I was getting into though.
Never seen nothing like this before. And the artist repainting a more accurate picture of the world. Never seen nothing like this. These are the stories you'll find only in Savannah.
2 banana balls lit on fire. Ryan Cox behind the back to the bounce. A double trick play delivers the pitch. Called strike 3. Meadows backflips, catches the ball. Are you kidding? Malachi Mitchell rips a backhand spring into a cartwheel. It's a 10 out of 10 pitch.
This is the most entertaining and talented group of ball players I've ever seen. It's very simple. We try to make baseball fun, and I believe we're the most fun team in baseball.
Winding up the arms and delivering. Swing and a miss.
My name is Zach Frangelo. I'm the Director of Entertainment for the Savannah Bananas. So here are the other things that we talked about last week. Shake It, the Metro station. So it's a spin around transition to where they're doing it in rehearsal and it's just the 2 guys doing the dance. Didn't really know truly what to expect when I got here. All I knew was that I believed in the vision. Jesse was very clear in what this was going to become. This is the one place that I've found that we truly have 0 red tape. That's special, that's unique, that doesn't happen. The people that are in charge of the in-game entertainment are truly in charge of the in-game entertainment.
We're about 5 feet away from first career banana ball.
The pitcher is always the spotlight of the show, and so I work very closely with a lot of our pitchers in just how to create entertainment and to be entertaining.
100-foot pitch from Cowboy Kyle Lewis.
My name's Kyle Lewis. I am a right-handed pitcher / entertainer. Whenever we first started Banana Ball in 2016, there's always the naysayers or the people that say that it's not real baseball or it's not competitive enough or the games are scripted. If they could script us to win a game, that would be pretty cool because we're kind of struggling here.
Boy, oh boy, the Bananas trying to break a 12-game losing streak against their arch nemesis, the Party Animals. Full capacity crowd, over 11,000 Bananiacs.
It's a lot more than baseball. You're providing 2 hours of entertainment and fun to a family and to the kids.
His slow clap was something that we worked together on, so anytime that he gets into a 2-strike count and a clean inning, he will do the slow clap. Great engagement for the fans. You never see that happen anywhere else, where the players literally encouraging the crowd to get involved.
Oh, he lights the ball on fire!
Well, Zach's a bit of a pyromaniac. I think if he had it his way, we would light the field on fire every game.
Strike on the flame!
That was one of those ideas that I would never come up with or try and bring to the table. It was a lot of trial, a lot of burned hairs.
Fireball!
But, you know, never any pain or never anything that I felt like my life was at risk.
Anytime that we experiment with the elements is always a little scary. I'm a big science fan. I graduated with all of my collegiate degrees in science, so I was very ahead of the game when it came to science.
In these 3 years, he's grown to be one of my best friends, so I've got nothing but faith in him. It just goes to show, you know, they'll bring the ideas and they'll bring all the craziness, and if you're comfortable doing it and kind of putting yourself out there, that you can be a part of some pretty big hits.
I saw your limbo video, Zach. It's very good, but the limbo pitch.
They all mock pitch and then someone actually throws a pitch.
That's funny.
So like they get through the limbo, they throw a pitch, but there's no ball.
Leading the charge. I thought he was going to pitch it. Okay, who has the ball? Was it Cox? Not Rack. Howell? No. Oh, wow.
That's fun.
I'd like to try stun pitch again, too.
What was that?
The doctor jogging in from center.
A lot of times they tell me to do the craziest stuff, like jumping over the pitcher, the trampoline pitching, and I absolutely love that.
This is pure madness. 360 pitch. It's crank foul.
My name's DR Meadows. I'm the center fielder for the Savannah Bananas. It was a dream come true. I didn't know what I was getting into, though. I've always been shy and not really much of a dancer. And Jesse sat me down and he's like, you know, you're going to get out of your comfort zone here and you're going to love it. And ever since then, it's been a whole new world. It's awesome.
DR and I are incredibly close, and Kyle has been one of my best friends since the end of the 2021 season. The first day I was here, Jesse was like, I need you to be best friends with those guys. I need you to be in that locker room with them because you're gonna ask them to do some pretty crazy stuff. They have to be able to trust you. And so from day one, I was down there with the guys and truly being a part of the team. That's what makes us special, and it's what creates a culture that is okay for me to ask them to do different things because they have that level of trust. They know that I'm not gonna ask them to do something that I'm not gonna ask myself to do.
They're really genius about what happens out here, and it's so cool to see.
This is a Crosby thing, no doubt. Catch the ball off the bag and then turn around and do the split and splits. And if he's dressed like Michael Jackson, he could almost come back up and hit the leg.
Chop to Crosby, Hampton stays put at third. And that was a heck of a split from Brandon Crosby at first base. Are you kidding me?
You can definitely tell a certain feeling in the room when someone's onto a good idea because all of us are bouncing different ideas in different ways to plus that one idea. And then when we get live, just the crowd reaction. You get that immediate gratification from, 10,000 people cheering.
My favorite thing we do here, probably during games, is the 3-2-2 dance.
The name of it is how we remembered it, so it was always every third inning, second batter, second pitch.
And I actually have it tattooed on my arm right here, so I'll never forget that.
It's a choreographed dance that we do. They're typically TikTok trends, and we usually put them out on TikTok as like our version of the trend, but nobody can do it as cool as being in front of 11 to 40,000 people at one time. They do a very good job on the creative team of keeping us on our toes and constantly making the dances harder and harder and longer and harder and longer.
When we first started, we only sold a handful of tickets, and so we were just trying to make sure Banana Ball could eventually work in Savannah. And now to see it with, a wait list over 2 million people and selling out Major League stadiums and 1 million fans this year, I don't think anyone could have written this up.
It is special to provide this and to provide that national exposure to Savannah and shed a light on who Savannah is and what we stand for and who we are.
The response from the people, they're very proud to be from Savannah because the Savannah Bananas play here.
Since day one, this city has embraced us and we love this city.
Hopefully we're continuing to make the people of Savannah proud.
That one up the middle! DR Meadows does it! Over scores! Nanners finally have a win! The win streak for the Party Animals ends at 12. DR Meadows with the walk-off single! What a game!
Now let's see if you can hit a home run in Savannah trivia. Which iconic Savannah landmark has a claim to baseball history? Mercer Williams House, Bonaventure Cemetery, Fort Pulaski, or River Street? Here's a clue. Baseball's roots can be traced all the way back to the 18th century. And it was by total accident. In this photo from inside the fort in 1862, one group of soldiers huddle for a picture, while another group of soldiers can be seen in the background playing baseball. One of the first known photos of the game ever taken. Nearly 50 years later, the design for home plate was invented, unmistakably shaped just like Fort Pulaski, perhaps a nod to Savannah's baseball history. Let's explore another local landmark. If you've ever been on Durin Avenue in Savannah, you may have noticed a giant globe on the side of the road, a local favorite that was originally built in the 1950s as a gas storage tank. Which mistake was corrected on the Durin globe during restoration in 2023? Ocean names were misspelled, the hurricane rotation was backwards, continent sizes were incorrect, or mountain ranges were missing. Muralist Eric Hinn made one small mistake when he first painted the Durin globe in the 1990s.
So the hurricane was a very funny thing I'll never forget. I had it going the wrong direction originally. even though I knew what direction it turned.
Lucky for Eric, he got asked to repaint it when the sphere was restored in 2023. And this time, he made sure to get it right.
It's an honor to be able to have done the landmark, so this time I double and triple checked.
And just like that, Eric's mistake has been weathered away.
You're not a local in Savannah until you have honked and said something mean to one of those orange trolleys because they're just going too slow.
You're not a local until you come to Forsyth Park Farmers Market and find the lady with the purple hair.
You are not a local until you've tried granola from the Blissful Whisk at the Forsyth Farmers Market in Savannah.
So I was nominated for the James Beard Award semi-finalist. One of the reporters, she wrote about the unforgettable comparette. She called me, she said, congratulations. And I'm like, why? She said, you just were nominated for the James Beard. And I said, how, when, how, well, what did it happen? People that live like a minute from the shop did not know about Unforgettable. And then their family from California, from Montreal, from Canada, from everywhere were calling them. You need to go there and buy some stuff. How are you? You doing good? You came back for more? I love it. Thank you so much. I didn't go to school to become a baker. In fact, I've never really taken a course. It's a hobby that turned serious. When I started here, somebody said, well, you do what people like, right? And my youngest daughter said, Mom, you need to make Haitian stuff. So I make them like the Haitian stuff. I sort of like, try it, you may like it, you know? I remember as a child at a house in Haiti, there was always food for whoever came. My parents were givers, and so it's natural that I would help whoever. If you impact the life of one person, and life is gonna be better for all of us. Maho, could you take the temperature? I think they're done.
I'm Majo. I'm from Venezuela and I represent the only Venezuelan concept in Savannah, Trupial. I had a shop for many reasons. I closed the shop and then a friend told me, Belinda is looking for people that want to have a community kitchen and I think you and her will work really good.
It's about the giving spirit, right? I just felt that so much was given to me, right? So we have like 4 or 5 people that come at different times to use the kitchen. I know that they have something good to offer to the community and being part of their lives is also good, so I'm here for them.
What temperature do you need the oven, Belinda?
The oven needs to be in 300, please.
Okay.
Thank you, baby. You see what I mean? I mean, she doesn't just think about herself, she thinks about me. And everybody that's around her, I love that.
We are building a community, or at least that's what Belinda and Trupial as a brand we are doing together. Unforgettable Bakery and Trupial.
We all want to feed people, although it's different products, but you know what? We don't say, she's taking business from me. No, 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 there's plenty for everybody.
Our relationship is just one. No matter what is the icon, the logo, the name, the product, we are building community.
I don't consider it luck. I consider it a blessing that Maho is here with me. We speak the same language.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm a dreamer, right? I dream about the possibilities, right? I started the Unforgettable Dream Fund to be able to give back to the community, to be able to give them the opportunity that my children had, to be able to go to college. I always tell my kids, you have to be smart so you can go to a good college, and it's not me who's gonna pay for it because I have no money. My kids went to school. My oldest, we didn't pay nothing, and my second, very little. And then I heard that some kids at the HBCUs had nowhere to go get lunch throughout the pandemic. If the school was closed, they had to go to the food shelter. And I'm like, oh, we have to do something. And so I wanted really to just help with food for them, you know, send them food. And then a friend of mine said, well, why don't we start sending the underserved student to college? And I'm like, are you kidding? We need to raise $30,000 a year. How are we gonna do that? And I'm like, oh, I can bake pound cake. The cakes are my specialty. You begin by creaming the sugar with the butter. It's very simple cake, but also it has to be room temperature. Everything has to be room temperature. That's the secret to baking good pound cake, right? You wanna fold that baby. Make sure that you get all your eggs and all your butter. It's something that goes throughout the year, so people can order anytime. And that will benefit a local student going to college. So it's made with a lot of love.
My name is Latrell Fudge. I know Ms. Melinda. She helped my oldest son out for a scholarship. Matter of fact, he was the first one she gave the scholarship to. He's number 4 in his class. He graduated with high honors. So that's how she found us. She helping students to reach their goal to go to HBCU. This is his number 1 school he want to go to, and he's there. God bless us with that.
He's an amazing young man, and I'm so happy that we are making a difference.
What if everybody, like a small business, say, okay, well, I'm gonna get with my friends, and I'm gonna get 1 student or 2 students to college. I mean, they can do it, it's not impossible. Let's make a difference in the life of 1 person. And then if we did it at 50 states, that's my dream. Savannah is a great place to be, and I'm so glad that I'm part of this community. It's not Haiti, that's where I was born, but Savannah is home.
She's connected, rooted to Savannah. It is real the way how she helps continuously people, the community, every single one, teaching, educating. You should eat this instead of that. Maybe you don't like chocolate, but you will love this cake. And she's right. She's always right.
Let's see if you can guess the image. Once known as the Jewel of Savannah, this was the first building in the city to have air conditioning. After closing in the 1970s, it was almost demolished until a group of locals stepped in to save it. Its newly restored Wurlitzer organ is one of only 2,000 ever made, and now locals can enjoy free organ concerts on Wurlitzer Wednesdays at the Lucas Theater, along with other entertainment year-round. How about another one? This impressive structure in the Starland district houses wood-fired pizza that Food and Wine magazine calls the best in the state of Georgia. The building's design won the prestigious AGC Build America Award for its use of more than 20 upcycled shipping containers, a nod to Savannah's status as a port city. If you guessed Starland Yard, you must really know Savannah.
My favorite thing about living in Savannah has to be the Southern hospitality.
My favorite thing is definitely the fact that you can walk everywhere, and it's just such a gorgeous city to walk through.
My favorite thing about living in Savannah is coming here to the Forsyth Farmers Market every Saturday.
Having such a historic, beautiful city in my backyard.
There's so many people coming in here, so many creatives.
It's been great to be in a city where I can experience warmth.
You just feel at home here.
I'm not one to really meditate and be very still, but when I create, it takes me to that place of like super zenned out. So when other people come in and they look, it just blows my mind. I put hearts on everything. So there's always a heart on the forehead that represents to think and act in love. It's like keep it at our core. I also write positive messages to the pieces, so that's just a visual reminder for, you know, keeping a look on the brighter side. I am born and raised in Savannah, always lived here, always have been an art kid, and I am living my wildest dreams as an illustrator. We are here in my little big dream come true, as I call it. It's my studio space in my shop. I illustrate and journal as well, so I pair all of that together and turn it into everything that you see here. Here I have the pieces that you can frame, greeting cards, snail mail, postcards, magnets, stuff like that. I'm really proud of my color palette. They're very bright colors, but they aren't in your face, saturated and loud. They make you feel good without being like, bam, this is colors. It's gotta have little smiles, it's gotta have hearts, anything very playful. This actually developed as a coping mechanism for me. I did move away from Savannah for 6 months. I moved to Tel Aviv, Israel. And I got super duper homesick, so I would journal and draw, and that's how this whole thing came about. That was the scariest thing I've ever done, the best thing I could have ever done. That really broke my shell in so many ways. I knew that I had to do it for my own growth. I used to be super duper shy, and even through college. I have a twin brother, so he was the more active one, and I would literally just draw in my room till the sunrise. Like, I was always creating. Some of my earliest memories as a kid, like 8-year-old art kid, my dad would take me up to City Market, and I'd be that little starry-eyed art kid, like, wow, look at them do their thing, or paint. Now, little kids will come and sometimes stare at me through the glass and watch me create, and it always takes me back to being that kid. I have such a soft spot for when any kids come in here, because you can literally see the stars in their eyes. They're just like, oh, you made all of this? And I get to talk with them, and that is a really, really special moment when that happens. I love Savannah. My family's been here like 3+ generations. I love that people are from all over the world that come here to visit. Most people that discover the art are foot traffic. I'll have people randomly read a piece and they just start crying, sometimes totally unsuspecting people. Just a really special moment. It's like that it resonates with others in that way. Just so cool. Like,